Republic of 50 states that is governed by three distinct branches. These branches are judicial, legislative, and executive. The judicial is the Supreme Court, legislative is the House and the Senate, and the executive is the President and his cabinet.
In order for individuals to participate in government, they must be elected. This system is referred to as a republican democracy.
The system by which the United States collects its vote for its president is called the Electoral College. The rest are determined by popular vote.
The difference between the Electoral College and popular vote is that the Electoral College uses a system of electors who represent their state. This system was originally put in place to prevent the unfortunate events of a horse-riding vote carrier dying during his travels to the capital.
There are two major parties that are continually elected. These two parties are Democrat and Republican. There is also a third party called Independent.
The Democrat Party has liberal ideology and the Republican Party has conservative ideology. The Democrat Party usually favors larger government and social programs, while the Republican Party favors less taxes and regulation on businesses. Independent Party is the outlier that can be a mix of both. Votes for local, midterm, and presidential elections are tracked and graphed and observed for demographic trends.
Demographic trends are a change of position or perspective over time. Some of these trends are by age, ethnicity, religion, region, and social issues.
Age can determine which candidate or political party is elected. Each age group has its own trends.
The age group 18 to 24 statistically aligns with the Democratic Party. In this age group, voting for the Republican Party does not rise above 22%.
The percent voting Republican rises 34 to 46. It then settles back near the late 40s and 50s.
As age rises above 60s, Republican voting rises again.
More than one-third of the youngest voting Americans identify as independent. As they grow older, this percentage drops steadily as they age. It reaches 20% of 80.
Democratic Party voting starts out strong within the younger generation. It experiences a slight drop with the age group 30 to 40. After this age group, this number continues on upward path.
Another determining factor of where a party gains its votes is ethnicity/race.
Republicans receive 89% of their votes from the non-Hispanic whites, 2% non-Hispanic black, 1% Asian, 1% other, and 1 undesignated.
Independents receive 70% non-Hispanic white, 8% non-Hispanic black, 16% Hispanic, 3% Asian, 1% other, and 2% undesignated.
Democrats receive 60% from non-Hispanic whites, 22% from non-Hispanic black, 13% Hispanic, 2% Asian, 1% other, and 2% designated.
One of the largest separating factors for votes is region.
The East has a 16-point advantage for Democratic candidate.
The Midwest had a +2 advantage for the Democrat candidate.
The South, on the other hand, has a 10 advantage for the Republican candidate.
The West had a +2 advantage for the Democrat candidate.
Separate animal from demographic trends.
Texas has a 57% Republican vote and 41% Democrat. The other percentages are independent.
Texas is one of the strongest Republican states in the United States.
Texas, being small government minded and being religiously Christian and fundamental, has a major conservative ideology.
But this is changing.
Texas will transform ethnically.
The non-Hispanic white population will drop and the Hispanic population will rise.
By 2020, the Hispanic population will match the non-Hispanic white population.
After 2020, the white population will continue to be dwarfed by the Hispanic population.
With this, a sociological and political change will occur.
The politics in Texas will evolve from a highly conservative Republican state to a highly liberal and Hispanic voting state.
Texas is just a model for what is to come in the United States.
With a massive increase in immigration, the majority white population will become a minority, and the minority Hispanic population will become a majority.
With this comes more liberal ideology since it aligns with support for immigration reform.
The United States is a changing landscape.
It is a nation of the people.
When the people change, the nation changes.